Pokemon Legends ZA has released their extended DLC, the Mega Dimensions DLC, which is the extra downloadable content they teased when ZA first released. It releases brand new Mega Evolutions and also recurring Megas from the 3DS ORAS era. Hooray! After playing through the entirety of this DLC and watching a few others play it, I've heard a few questions, or rather one big question, since a lot of my friends haven't actually bought it yet. Is it any good? It's great! No, it's nice. It's so nice. By looking at the DLC in a general and standard way, at face value, I think it's okay. Now, if I'm answering in a more realistic way, the DLC is such a nothing burger, I wish I didn't spend my money on this shitty extension. The Mega Dimensions DLC is precisely as it's advertised to be. New Mega Evolutions dangled in front of your face with a pricey tag. That's literally it. When I finished ZA, I had a few complaints, but my most personal one was that it didn't exactly feel like X and Y enough, and I mean that based on its story and premise. Yeah, it's nice to have something new, and of course it's to be expected, but it lacked its original nostalgia. After all, it's meant to be a sequel, but it only had 4 recurring characters. They excluded the really important characters in the story too, like the professor and the champion, and even the gym leader that was literally in Lumiose. But hey, this DLC has Karina, a not-so-new recurring character, so surely it'll feel more like X and Y, right? It'll bring back some of the game's charm and use Kahlo's Pokemon in its new story, right? Yeah, no, they didn't do that shit. The story was as basic as they could make it. We go through these hyperspace distortions, which are all over Lumiose. Oh yeah, you thought we were getting a new map? You're funny. We see these hyper rogue, mega evolved Pokemon, and we work to close the hyperspace distortion that appeared above Prism Tower. That's right, gang, we're saving Lumiose for a second time, with the power of donuts, and friendship with this little girl I just met. So you go through a lot of boring text and repetitive missions to complete your hyperspace task, which you have to do a bunch of times, making donuts and babysitting and learning nothing important. 80% of this DLC is talking to Ansha about nothing. So once you've made 67 million donuts and traversed the same places in hyperspace over and over, you can finally enter the distortion above the tower and challenge Mega Darkrai. Wait, why Darkrai? Why is Darkrai in Lumiose? Where is our Kalos representation? Sinnoh is taking Kalos' spotlight again! Where is Mega Xerneas and Yveltal? Mega Hoopa! I'd even take Mega Volcanion at this point! Speaking of Volcanion, where is it anyways? Oh wow. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So yeah, the DLC is primarily new Mega Evolutions and tedious, repetitive gameplay to get them. And the gameplay that isn't repetitive is so goddamn boring that you forget what you're supposed to be doing. It really all just feels like filler. Like they knew they couldn't just promote new Megas without anything in between, so they shoved in a bunch of nonsense to level it out. It's so disappointing. So we move to the title question. Is the DLC worth it? Well, let me ask you something. Do you want new Mega Evolutions? Yeah? You want to spend $30 for them? Yeah? Then hell yeah, the new DLC is just for you. Enjoy. But let me properly explain to you the many things the DLC lacked. There is no new location. Scarlet and Violet gave us 2 entirely new maps in their DLCs, which I paid $25 for. Both of them. But the Mega Dimensions DLC gave us 0 new maps? Yeah, no, there is no new area. The hyperspace distortions are just places in Lumiose but drained of their saturation. It's not really new. The DLC lacked any new, interesting story and things to do. When I played the Teal Mask, I was invested in the new Pokemon and characters and the intriguing story that they were just introducing. But this DLC, there wasn't anything new happening. It was the same rogue battles we've done before, getting the same kind of items, and following the same kind of script. Traversing hyperspace and doing tasks was just like traversing wild zones and battle zones. Sure, they added more side quests, but that's not really anything different than what we've done in Lumiose before. The newest thing they had us doing was making donuts. Truly riveting gameplay there. But enough being negative, right? Let's take a look at what the DLC does give us. Let me know if it's worth the money. In the Mega Dimensions DLC, you can now traverse hyperspace Lumiose, shiny hunt better, Make donuts for hyperspace. I'm blanking. Obtain the new Mega Evolutions. Look, there's nothing really new to do. You get the new Mega Evolutions. That is literally it. You do a few cool looking battles in hyperspace to get those, legendaries and stuff, but that's really it. The Mega Dimensions DLC was very disappointing for me. I expected a second chance at knowing new information or bringing back a bit of Kalos's past, but there was nothing. Diantha's kid appeared in the DLC, but she did not. Unless you include this drawing at the end. Oh, Ansha, you're such a little artist. Anybody ever tell you that? You are just so sweet, aren't you? The best thing to come out of this DLC was Karina, because I love her so much and she's so awesome. Thank you for being alive, Karina. Speaking of best things, what were my favorite things to come out of this DLC? Here's my list. Alright. So as a conclusion, I believe the Mega Dimensions DLC is not worth it. Especially since it's so expensive. It should have just been a part of the original game. Maybe people would have liked ZA more if it was. When I was writing the script for this, I kind of felt like I wanted to include more things about like little tedious things that were like making me super annoyed. But then I was like, is anybody even really gonna care? Like, does anyone even care that there's no story? Pokemon fans don't read anyways. You probably are just happy with the Mega Evolutions that were introduced, but I don't know. I felt like they were giving Mega Evolutions to the weirdest, randomest Pokemon. Like, why is Glimora and Scovelin getting Mega Evolutions, but not my goat, Ceruledge and Armarouge? Like, bro. I remember seeing like the little pop-ups of the Pokemon that would be in hyperspace, and I was like, oh shoot, Corviknight, Aurorus, and oh my god, that's the one I'm most mad about. I just realized. I'm just realizing right now, the fossil Pokemon didn't get Mega Evolutions. That pisses me off so bad. Aurorus needs a Mega Evolution, bro. But oh my gosh, I was just looking and I was like, oh cool, I wonder if we're gonna get a Mega Evolution of this Pokemon. And then it just didn't happen. It just didn't happen. No Mega Xerneas or Yveltal either, so Mega, Zygarde is just on its own. I think they should have done a bit better there. I don't know. Okay, bye.